We are done with DV 2025 instructions. If you're yet to watch the video, I'm going to leave the link in the description. Moving to photo instructions. Wow, this is huge, guys. It looks very easy, it looks very simple, but it's huge. I remember last 2 years when I was filing application for my client, I told him to send over his passport. I sent the requirement to him. He sent the passport. Guys, I tried uploading this passport and they kept rejecting it. I tried everything. I told him, please, can you do this? Can you touch this? Can you touch this? He kept doing that and they kept rejecting it. Both of us were frustrated. So that's why when it comes to photo examples, I don't take it for granted. So all you have to do here, I'm going to leave this link in the description. Come here. Let's get into it. Now, these are the acceptable visa photos. They started it from November 1st, 2016. Eyeglasses will no longer be allowed in new visa photos. And now we have the acceptable photo, which is clear and in color, reproduces skin tones accurately. If it doesn't reproduce your skin, that's exactly what happened to my client. That was why they rejected it. They are going to reject it, and is properly exposed with no shadows. Now they listed what they wanted for you to achieve this great photo. When it comes to glasses, they said unacceptable. Glasses are not allowed at all, so don't go with your glasses. Size and position, this is acceptable. The head is centered, as you can see, and with the correct size. So they're giving you the tip that the photo should be 2x2, which is 51 x 51 mm, with the head centered and size between 1 and 1.4 inches. So you can take this, snap this. If you don't know how to do it, you can snap it, take it to someone that will take the photo and show it to him or her. This is exactly what I want. The resolution, print size and quality. Photo is printed on glossy or matte quality paper, so you can use both, which is nice. Now they're saying the unacceptable ones. Background is cropped out using a photo retouching tool. This is another mistake my clients made. There are a lot of tools out there for you to, edit your photos, edit your passport, can match the US requirement, blah, blah, blah. Run away from those because it's going to frustrate you the more. All right. So pose and expression. Applicant is directly facing camera with a neutral expressions, and your eyes needs to be clearly visible. And they're asking about heart for my Muslim family. Subject full face is visible, so you can use your hijab as well, but you need to know that it's not going to cover your face. All right. Then we talk about the background. Background is white or off-white, but know that it's without shadows, and it's plain. The white needs to be plain, no texture, no object or lines. And for children, if you want to snap your child, no other person is in the photo. Moving back to the place we started, and let's begin entry. If you have your passport, the requirements are met, we can start the entry. They are going to take you here where you have to type authentication code just to make sure you're a human being, and click submit. Then here you have to go with your name. They're asking for your name, which is part 1, your family name or your last name, your first name, which is your first name, and then we have the middle name. If you don't have a middle name, I have people like my dad, he has no middle name, so you are going to check no middle name. So let's go with maybe this name, George Princess, and there is no middle name. If you have a middle name, just print it here. The gender, going with female, and the birth date, your date of birth. So I'm going with the city where you were born, and just state it here. I'm going with Lagos. Country where you were born. They're asking you for country, they already asked for city. So I'm going with Brazil. Country of eligibility for the DV program. I already talked about this in the instruction video. Please, if you're here to watch it, you can watch it. This will give you an explanation of countries that are eligible and countries that are not eligible. And also, it will explain the two circumstances where if your country, native country is not eligible, what you can do to claim other countries that are eligible as well. In this case, they're asking, are you claiming eligibility based on the country where you were born? In this case, I choose Brazil. If your native country is not qualified, then your chargeability country will be this. You're going to say, yes, I'm claiming Brazil because my native country is not qualified. But if both are qualified, you can use any of them. So in this case, I'm saying, no, Brazil is not qualified, but I want to use my native country. I'm from that country. They are qualified. You are going to choose your native country. Okay, so let me go with Algeria. Okay, so I'm a native of Algeria, but I was born in Brazil. I don't know if that makes sense. If you are claiming your country of birth, then just check yes. Now, all the things I explained in the photo information, I believe you have your photo, which is nice. Then you're going to upload it, choose new photo, and then upload. Mailing address, which is number 8. If your address will be addressed to your name, there is no need to add in care of. If it's not going to be addressed to your name, then you need to put the person that will receive the mail on your behalf. Enter your address, city and town, and your province, your state, your county, your district, depending on what you call it in your country, and then your zip code. But if you don't have any zip code, I have seen countries that have no zip code. Please just check no postal code or zip code. Mailing address country. Here I'm going with Brazil as well, claiming that I live in Brazil. My Brazil folks. All right, so country where you live today, they're asking you, where do you currently reside? You just choose where you currently reside. This demo, I'm going with Brazil as well. Type your number. This is optional. Write your email at gmail.com, at hotmail.com, at yahoo.com. Print it here and then confirm as well. Then comment here, what is the highest level of education you have achieved as of today? We can see as of today. I explained this in the instruction video. If you falls under these two, you will not be accepted. It goes down from here to here. But as of today, I'm going with university degree. They stated it here. The minimum is high school diploma, reflecting the completion. That means you already have a certificate at hand that shows you have completed the full course of study. And also, if you have at least 2 years of training or experience to qualify, then you can go to one-to-online.org to see if your occupation qualifies for a diversity visa. Okay, so I'm going to leave this link as well in the description. What is your current marital status? I'm going with married, and my spouse is not a US citizen in this demo or a lawful permanent resident. But whatever your case is, if you are married but your spouse is a US citizen, check this column. But if not, whatever your status is, just click on it. If you and your spouse are legally separated and your spouse will not be able to migrate with you through the diversity visa program, you will not be penalized if you choose to enter the name of a spouse from whom you are legally separated. This is very important. It should be legally separated. Legally means that the court already knows about it. You have your paperwork at hand. If you're not legally separated by a court order, that means you need to include your spouse's name, even if you plan to be divorced before you apply for the diversity visa. Failure to list your eligible spouse is ground for disqualifications. Take note of this. This is very important. And also, if your spouse is a US citizen or lawful permanent resident, please do not list him or her in your entry, because automatically he's not going to migrate with you to the United States. So here you're going to write down the number of your children. Do you have 3 children or 4 children, all living natural children, all living children legally adopted to you, and all living stepchildren as well? just count all of them and then include them on the number of your children. Also note that even if you're no longer married to your child's parents, and even if the child does not currently reside with you, all right, and after that you just click submit, and it's going to take you to a window of where you need to cross-check everything you have filled out and then submit. If you have any questions, don't forget to drop it in the comment section and I will attend to it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell as to know when I upload new videos. Having said that, thank you for watching. God bless.